Hi Virgo, I hope you're doing well. This is a channeled energy reading. There's no cards in this reading. I'm at a park right now at night. Yeah, so feel free to like this video if it resonates for you. And if these are messages that you like, and if you like this style of reading or type of content, let me know and I continue doing it. And thank you for those who have donated and reached out for personal readings. I appreciate it. Virgo, it feels like some of you are going to feel very constricted in the type of business you are in or the type of role you are in within that business. It almost feels like a means to an end, or like you get the basic needs met, but it's not fulfilling. I feel like it's going to be challenging you, Virgo, to either find a different position somewhere else that's better suited for you, or to actually engage with your activation is what I'm hearing, like the activation of what you're trying to do in your life. So maybe some of you have like ideas in regard to how to engage in a completely different type of career field or some sort of like energetic exchange here. It feels like the energy of where you're at right now is maybe a little bit or maybe a lot lackluster. It feels like there's a lot of energy there where you're not really receiving the type of the way I'm hearing it is nourishment. So I guess what that means to me is that the energy that you're receiving there is just blah. It doesn't really sustain you. It's not an energetic match is what I'm feeling. So with this energy, Virgo, it's asking for you to it's just a position of like a defining point where you can actually like, okay, well, I've done this and it pays the bills, but maybe I can like utilize this so I can go elsewhere, or maybe I can save money so I can do my own thing. It just kind of like puts you at the forefront here, Virgo, where you're being asked to start to trust yourself in your own path and go after it or go after something else. I'm seeing a ring on a finger, but it's not a wedding ring. It's one of those like in the 50s and 60s, like they had like class rings. It's kind of that. So we're talking about the energy of people who have been in our lives for a long time, or the people that we connect with and have been stable in our lives for a long time. This also can talk about reconnecting to people that have been out of our lives, but we would like them back in. For some of you may be checking in on somebody where it's like you've thought about them for a while, and you may be checking in on them where it's like their health is actually of importance at this time. You may be helping them either with their health or with the energy of being present for them. Maybe you even just have a certain amount of information that you may be able to share with them, but the information here is that somebody that is important to you that maybe you have been out of touch with, or somebody that's close to you, is needing you to be a little bit more present now. They may reach out to you, or I think you may reach out to them. There's an element of like them not doing well though. So yeah, if you've had somebody on your mind for a while and you're like, I should reach out to so-and-so, do it. Maybe they need your help. Maybe they need a little bit of extra support here. And it doesn't mean that they have to be ill and passing away. It just, maybe they just need some extra support, and maybe you're the perfect person for that, okay? So jasmine is coming through here really big with the name Jasmine, but the flower jasmine. So the jasmine flower, so the way I'm seeing it is like very indolic, very so the way it's coming through here is like ylang ylang, jasmine. It's a very seductive scent. It's one that has been used for seduction, aphrodisiac, yeah, aphrodisiac type sense. It's very alluring. It's very fleshy. I feel here that some of you are kind of in the mindset of seduction or maybe seducing somebody. There's an element of a lot of fun and a lot of play here. I think that you should engage that energy and see how it goes. It feels like you're kind of gearing up to share yourself with somebody. It feels very close to me, Virgo. It feels very fleshy. I'm getting a lot of flesh here. So there's an element of like wanting to be very present with somebody in a physical capacity. Maybe you've been with this person before, maybe you have not, but there's also the added element of like seducing them in the only way that a Virgo can. And so I feel like this is actually a really fun connection. I don't see anything bad around this. It just feels very fun, flirtatious. But the element of jasmine, ylang ylang, indolic scents, perhaps fragrances that are like skin scents or scents that your skin but better type scent. So I'm thinking like, oh, I have a ton of perfumes. Not a Perfume by Juliet Has a Gun. That one's nice. It's just Cetilox, but it has a very like nice scent. I always get compliments when I wear that. It's very seductive. Men always compliment me on that. I've never tried the Glossier one, but I hear Glossier is like that too. There is Molecule 01, yeah, from Eccentric Molecules. This is like a perfume review. It's so funny. One of the biggest scents that men love on me is a cheapie, and I adore it. It's literally like $60 for a 3.4 ounce bottle. It's called Roberto Cavalli, and it is Nero Assoluto. Nero Assoluto. So I'm going to get on to a different topic here, because this seems to be, the way I feel is like that sexual anticipation, which is really nice. Yeah, it feels very, very frisky, very fun, very free. I think this is also good for you, Virgo, because it feels very free. The freedom, though, is one of like, you know, when you have really, really good physical contact with somebody, just really good sex, it feels like really good sex. It feels like just everything comes off. It's, the lights are on, the lights are off. You might even be in a hot tub, who knows? But it just feels highly physical, highly where the inhibitions are gone. Oh my God, shut up. I keep getting this energy or this message of like, some of you may need to check your blood sugar, or maybe you're dealing with a parent that needs to check their blood sugar. There's an element of needing to be mindful about that, what we're ingesting. The energy is one of it's like high carb, high sugar, things that are processed in the body as sugar. It's important to be mindful of that right now, just because it feels like the outcome is one of potential problem for somebody here. One herb that can help people decrease their addiction for sugar is Gymnema, Gymnema. I'm going to pause this for a second. All right, I was saying Gymnema can help with sugar cravings. Gymnema, Gymnema. It's an herb. Check it out if that's something that is of interest to you. And maybe you have a family member that is needing to be more mindful about their sugar content or their sugar intake. Yeah, it feels somebody here. We need to pay attention to like the sugar levels as they're getting really high. And that's a very general energy, and it could be anybody, but the energy is coming here for me to say that, so I'm going to say it. I also want to say some of you need to be mindful about your surroundings. The way I don't like saying stuff like this because I'm not trying to like cause alarm. I'm not an alarmist type person. The way that I'm hearing this is like pick a lock. So I would say just be mindful of your surroundings, be mindful of your home. Check windows, stuff like that, lock stuff if you feel the need to, if that is something that is resonating for you. And for some of you, you're going to be locked out of your house. You may be locked out of your house and you need to either find a locksmith or you might have to find you might try to pick your own lock. For some of you, it may just be an indicator to hide a key somewhere special. Okay, so the message here is that a lot of you, I keep getting like I keep hearing the ground chakra, but the ground chakra, unless we're talking about the chakras at the feet, there are chakras at the bottom of the feet. So the energy is, I'm getting a message for like this movie Earthing, which I've actually never even seen. So now I have to go watch the movie. I think it's about like people who connect with the earth, or like you put your feet in the ground and you get vibratory and like nutrient density from the earth. I know it sounds super woo-woo, but the energy is like this earthing energy where we're grounding to the earth. It reminds me of grounding techniques that I used to do when I was in school in Seattle. It was a psychic school, and we would sit in a chair with our hands, our palms open and up, and our feet flat on the ground, and we would envision a cord coming out of our bottom going into the center of the earth. And the cord can look like any type of color, any texture. It can be as big or tiny, thin or wide as you want it. And it's basically going out of your bottom and into the center of the earth and connecting to like that magma core. And so the things that need to be let go of and released can actually be put down that cord and into the center of the earth so they can be transmuted. This is also asking for you to open up the crown chakra, and the chakra above that, 13th chakra, is what I'm feeling here. So this is like a lot. For some of you who that is resonant, you're going to know what I'm talking about. For some of you, you're like, no, there's only 7 chakras. So for those of you, you know what I'm talking about, and it's asking for you to get even more so involved with that. Some of you are going to be okay, so that's a really big message here. Wow. Okay, so some of you are going to be either wanting to, or some of you are going to be working with oh my God, say it, Ascended Master Jesus. Some of you are going to be working with Ascended Master Jesus. So some of you are just going to be working with the Ascended Masters. It's asking for you to be present with that, Virgo. I don't really... I feel like there's a necessity for you. Okay, so the preparatory energy for this is to ground then, so we're not like blown off our socks. Not that Jesus is going to blow you up or anything like that, but like it's a lot. I guess what I'm saying and what I'm feeling here is like this is a lot of energy that you're going to be moving through your experience here, Virgo. So it's going to be one that is it can be very draining. It can be very draining. You can also feel highly charged from it, but I feel the healing process. And for those of you who have gone through a lot of spiritual healing and psychic healing, psychic integration, you know what I'm talking about. When you go through an experience like that, oftentimes you'll feel exhilarated, but then you'll feel equally as exhausted. Some of you may need to eat like dark chocolate after that, or a piece of beef or a piece of chicken, or something that is going to be satisfying and nutritious for your body. It's asking for you to ground because the energy that you're going to be receiving and channeling is going to be highly powerful. And it's going to, I'm hearing a nutritive effect on you. So when I hear that, it just means that it's basically going to be filling your system with healing. It's a healing. So okay, so the term I'm getting is what is that one with the lemons? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Some of you are needing to put your change your outlook a little bit on disappointments or distractions, things that are actually problematic that come into your life that are maybe not problematic, but just like, ugh, I didn't want to deal with that, or why is that happening like this? It's literally like looking on the brighter side, seeing the silver lining. It's like changing your attitude and how you view something, because the attitude can derail you. It's almost like it's asking for you to be present with the experience just so you can actually be annoyed by it. That's kind of a weird message, but it's like embrace the annoyance, because the annoyance is present for you to actually see the opposite side of the outcome, rather than like it helps you bridge that frustration, Virgo, where you could get really frustrated by something, but it's like instead you kind of hold it together. This also may just be a message of needing to kind of keep it together when you get frustrated. So some of you may be experiencing situations that are going to bring a certain level of frustration into your lives, perhaps in the moment. So it's like you're with people or with family members or with a partner, with a boss, something where it's like you're going to have to learn in that moment to hold your tongue, just because if you don't, it could be problematic, or like you could it's like you would, in hindsight, you would have been like, oh, I should have shut my mouth. It's that kind of energy. So just kind of, it doesn't mean don't speak your thoughts. It doesn't mean be a doormat, not by any means, but also be patient in how you react to something versus verbally just reacting to something in the moment. Feel like some of you, I'm getting a big boomerang energy. Some of you are going to be losing something and it's going to be coming back to you. Some of you, it's going to be found by a person, say it's a wallet or a purse or something like that. It's going to be you're going to be contacted and it's going to come back to you. This could also just mean that somebody may have like put something, say it's like a house key or like a set of keys, or a phone got mismatched and like your friend grabbed their phone or your phone or like your keys. It'll be returned. There's something about a boomerang here where it's like an item goes missing and then it comes back. But it's important to you, but it comes back. I keep getting like roller skate energy, but the roller skates are going down like a highway. And it's kind of weird because it's like we're on this highway and we're doing well on the roller skates, but we're going pretty quick. And it's like, okay, I can do this, but why am I doing it right here? It's almost like a realization in the moment of like, why am I doing this right here, right now? Why am I like I know how to do this, but why am I doing it here? Why am I doing it right now in this weird situation? This isn't like the normal place for me to do this, but you're going to be able to do it, and you're going to be able to do it good. You're going to be able to perform well. It's just awkward and unsteady, but you're going to be able to do it. Weird message. Here, some of you are going to be having I'm getting two words that are trying to come out at the same time. I'm getting conference and conversation. So a confrontation with a Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn where there's a communication that has to be very... it's like we want to be very present for the situation. For some of you, I'm also hearing don't get stoned before you go in. Don't like do the thing. Don't like smoke the joint or whatever. It just feels like you need to be as level-headed as possible. Some of you may also need to eat before this meeting or this conversation, so you have all of your wits about you. There's something here where you're going to have to like back up your word, or like, really, really not... You're going to have to be on your toes with this situation or this conversation. It's going to be asking a lot of you. I'm not sure what this conversation's about, though. It almost feels like for some of you, like job interview, or like for some of you, like something potentially job related, or maybe that's just the energy I get when I hear or Capricorn, because I always think of like, oh, Capricorn boss, but that's not just the only boss out there. Like, but this is the energy. You may be dealing with a Capricorn where it's like you're gonna have to be on all. You're gonna have to be mindful of like how you are communicating, absorbing information, how you're conveying things. It's going to be important for you to be very present in the situation, in the moment. So as little distractions as possible. I'm also getting an interesting energy of, I'm seeing Mona Lisa, but like, you know, we don't live in France, or a lot of us don't. I'm in the States. But I'm getting Mona Lisa, I'm getting the Louvre. So what this is telling me is some of you need to just go out and like enjoy art for art's sake, enjoy it for the sake of enjoyment. Some of you may want to do I'm almost hearing like dinner date or a friend's date where like everybody gets together and we all go to the museum, then we get sushi or we get pho, or like it's like a collective connection. It's like wanting to do more collective activities with people that are important to us, but also being able to like see beautiful things at the same time. It's kind of a nice energy. It's just very playful, very fun. If you're going on a date, that's great too. But it just feels like you're engaging with people that, would love to be with you and that want to do that with you as well. It just feels very easy and free and worth the worth the price of admission is what I'm hearing. Is that it? That's it. All right, I'm gonna go. I said Travis. Virgo, I'm going to go. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good time. Feel free to like this video if it resonated for you. And thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your donations, and for ordering personal readings, okay? Take care. Bye.